Good morning, fourth graders. I hope you all are having a great Tuesday morning. Today you guys have a test. So I wanted to do a few things that are like your problems on your test and review those for you so you can have a review before you take your test. And if you have already taken your test for today, go back and review and look over it and make sure that you're applying some of these things that we're talking about on there. All right, and I'm checking your arithmetic pages today, and a lot of you are skipping some things. All right, so make sure you're at least trying each of those problems. And if you have any questions, please call me, email me, text me, do whatever you need to so that you guys are getting your work done quickly and correctly. The first part of your test, you guys have your metric prefixes, and we have been learning these since, I don't know, probably October. And you and I do that chant, kilo, 1,000, hecto, 100, deca, 10, deci, 1/10, centi, 1/100, milli, 1/1000. So remember those as you're going through that first section there about the prefixes of the metric system. And also remember, you also have a section where you are talking about liters and meters and Celsius and Fahrenheit. So think about, what do we use liters for? What do we use meters for? Things like that. A gram is on there. Remember, a gram is something that is used to measure something very, very small, like a peel or a piece of candy, okay? Something that would not weigh very much at all. And so here are some problems, and let's do a few of these just to kind of get your brain flowing and ready for your test. This first one is our division problem. So we have 13,058 divided by 19. Now, if we know it's 19, then we round up and we are going to estimate with 2. So we know 2 can't go into 1, 2 can go into 13. So we're going to put 2 x's, and 2 will go into 13 6 times. So now it's time to multiply. 6 times 9 is 54. Put down my 4, carry my 5. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 5 is 11. We're going to borrow and subtract, and we get 16. And of course, 16 is smaller than 19, so we're good. Let's bring down our 5. And so again, we have 3 numbers, so we're going to look at the first 2. 2 will go into 16. Well, we think 8, so let's try 8. 8 times 9 is 72. Put down my 2, carry my 7. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 7 is 15. So now let's subtract, and we get 13. 13 smaller than 19, so we're doing good. Let's bring down our 8. Again, if we have 3 numbers, we look at the first 2. So how many times will 2 go into 13? And let's try 6 again. 6 times 9 is 54. Carry my 5. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 5 is 11. Subtract, and we get 24. That's bigger than 19. So we're going to have to go up here. Instead of saying 6, we go up to 7. And it's okay, this is going to happen, okay? Because this is just estimating. So now let's do 7. 7 times 9 is 63. Put down my 3, carry my 6. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 3 is 13. Subtract, and I get 5. And so my answer is 687, remainder of 5. So that is how you do, just a reminder of how we do the double digit division right there. Now, you also have a section with decimals. And remember, the first place after the decimal is the tenths, hundreds, and then thousands. And you have a place where you have to turn those into fractions. So look right here, we have 24 and 3 tenths. So remember, if it's one place, it is the tenths place. So the way we would write that is this: 24 and 3 over 10. Remember, one place, 1 0. All right, look at this next one: 17 and 8 hundredths, because it's in the hundredths place. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Remember that? So here we go. We would write it just like that: 17 and 8 over 100. 2 places here, 2 zeros there. So don't forget that. You also have a section where you're doing multiplication of fractions. First of all, let's see if we can cancel anything. We can cancel this. 2 goes into 1 time, 2 goes into 4 2 times. So here we go. Now let's multiply. 1 times 1 is 1. 6 times 2 is 12. So my answer is 1/12. All right. Now our last thing is our equations. Now this is the first time we've had this last year, but this is the first time we've had it on an actual test. So remember our steps. Number 1, do what we know. So let's do what we know. X plus 6 equals 8 times 2 is 16. Number 2, do the opposite to both sides. So we have plus 6 here, so we have to do the opposite plus 6, which is minus 6. So we do that to both sides. So 6 plus 6 minus 6 equals 16 to both sides minus 6. That cancels out. And then x equals 16 minus 6 is 10. Now to check that, we put the 10 back into the equation. And we say 10 plus 6 equals 8 times 2. 10 plus 6 is 16. 8 times 2 is 16. So we are correct there. So if you have any questions about that, let me know, okay? Tomorrow we have a review section, and then so I won't do a arithmetic video tomorrow, but on Thursday, you will have it's a brand new lesson over perimeter, so I will make sure I have a video on that. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions.